Hey, what's going on, everyone? Cause I'm a Fury here, and I am live. It is Thursday morning, and I'm like, okay, I just got off job number two. Remember, I am the blue collar gamer, so I just got off for job number two, and things is I was still reorganizing the place. What you can't see is that I have a new. Hey, what's going on, Princess Zelda? Um, I have a new desk build out. I built of pure wood. It's all unfinished right now. So I have a little bit more room and I'm in the process of reorganizing, getting rid of old computer parts and reorganizing things. For example, look at this. And it's all still in the box. I kid you not. This one here for the most part. This is what, the 80s? I think I was 10 or 11 when this dropped, the original. But I'm not joking, but this is what started it all and stuff. But more pressing issues aside, more to the point. Let's talk Resident Evil right now. Now, as you can see, there's been a lot of rumors lately. There's been plenty of them. And the next one always says, like, this one here is not the I'm right, this one is wrong. We're hearing over the shoulder, we're hearing about I've even got one that the game was announced, of course, in 2015, and then it was shelved 2016 at the beginning of the year, like due to financial reasons, where Capcom was really going through it. Because remember, they filed bankrupt. I'm hearing that the game actually never it got shelved, and I think they recently started revitalizing it on the RE engine. They brought back the project, but all of this is rumors. Like, we don't know what to believe, and like I tell a few of my new people inside the how can we say the comment section of my videos, because there's one person which I will not rank. Hey, what's going on, Azov? Um, there's one person that I don't want to name, but he's been saying like how we have nostalgia glasses. RE7 is a fucking masterpiece. Yes, he said RE7 is a masterpiece. And I'm like, okay, that's insane, but I'm not going to call you a fucking idiot or tell you to fuck off like you've actually told some of my subscribers, and you're just yelling at them. This is not the place for that. Anyway, so excuse me. Yeah, I've heard a couple. Yeah, like fuck off. It like RE7. I'm sorry, it's not a masterpiece. You know. I mean, oh yeah, I'm reading the comments. Oh yeah, I'm a retard for hating RE7. I got trolled again as always. It's like there's a difference between liking RE7 and just thinking it's a masterpiece. Like, I know people who are RE7 fans from the beginning who actually like, yeah, I liked it. It wasn't all that, but I liked it, you know. But then it's some like masterpiece. This RE7 was a masterpiece. You are old. You got what he say? You got fucking nostalgia glasses on. It's just a game. I was like, look, if it's just the game, then why are you complaining about us talking about just the game? You get what I'm saying? Like, you can't move the goalposts. You can't make it like, okay, I'm gonna make it right for me. So I'm gonna shame you for thinking this way, but then I'm gonna use the exact same feelings you had to benefit myself. You can't do that. Yeah, it does. Zelda, it does have a lot of issues to be, that knocks it right out of contention. Like, did you ever think they was like, and I'm hearing people like these guys over in the UK. I forgot the YouTube channel I was looking at, and they were like, "Oh, I can't fucking believe that 6 it's sold more than this. 6 was shit, and oh, it was." And I was like, "Look, you got to understand." And then another guy came, was like on that same podcast, was like, "You got to understand, 6." Had a better gaming experience. I'm not saying that it's a better game or it's the greatest Resident Evil game. It had more value. Sometimes when you have an overall better package, the core game could be less than another game, but the package is what sells it. And RE, I think it. So yeah, it had more to offer. It sold on. I mean, it had a great mercenaries mode. It had co-op. Yeah, things that took it out of the Resident Evil we know, but the characters was still there to keep it roped in. We had Chris, we had Ada, we had Leon. That kept it in. And we had Sherry Birkin. We had 4 basically characters that we know. Of course, we know Chris from the first Resident Evil, Leon from the second, and Sherry from the second. Yeah, and Ada from Resident Evil 2. The story was there. It might have kind of went off the rails, was more action based and stuff, but we knew the characters and we were like, oh yeah, Leon's back and Chris is back too. Let's see where this story takes them. So let me see. Okay, I have to confess, I love Revelations 2 and RE6 because they had story. Look, man, you don't have to. I will not shame you for it because I actually have a story. Hold on. I would be full of shit. I would be full of shit if I didn't tell you I enjoy both of these games. I'm not saying this is definitive Resident Evil, but I would be full of shit if I've actually told you that I didn't enjoy these games, especially when Lost in Nightmares came out. When that came out, I was like, wow. Like, and then I just found out today, after all these years, that if you check the front door in a mansion that looks like RE1, if you check the front door 3 times, it would go into fixed camera angles. I just found that out today. Wow. So this is why I liked Lost in Nightmares already because it had survival horror feeling, but to actually know that exists within that expansion is just, I thought that was great. And what else do I have here? Sorry. I mean, this is all Xbox 360, the original Xbox, Wii, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2, GameCube. There we go. That's what I have here. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Sorry, it's a mess. That this is reachable for what I had. Zero, GameCube version, of course. Remake, GameCube version. Code Veronica, GameCube version. RE4, GameCube version. RE5, 360, and RE6, 360. And I'm missing one. Give me 1 second. I'm missing another one. Ooh, I'll find it. But I also have RE3 Nemesis for the GameCube. Yeah, Meech. It was they were a lot of people to understand what a lot of these games meant to people. Like it was two different styles of RE. It's two generation of RE fans, but the original, the people who like the static camera angles still rocked 4, 5, and 6 and stuff. But then it just seems down the line that a lot of characters, a lot of people started saying that they hate something, and then it caught like wildfire. Like it's like, wow, I hate that too because I want to be with the cool crowd. It seems like a lot of people hate something, so let me dig up something to hate. When I came on, the first video I did about Resident Evil 7 was against popular opinion, and it wasn't just, I didn't do it just because it was against popular opinion to stand out. I did it because I truly didn't enjoy the game. And this is where the revitalization of my channel started. I've always had a channel, but I put out videos here and there, had really shitty equipment, gave up on this YouTube thing, and right now I'm still like striving to at least bring you some something. Oh, Princess Zelda, you're a true RE fan. Well, I wish I was. I got to get more into the Revelation stuff to really finish it. And let me go ahead because I got two screens, so I'm going back and forth seeing which screen I gotta put up something on my second screen. And you said is a RE6 may have been action, but you did have fun with it. Yes, a lot of people understand you had fun with this shit, these games, and people like, oh, it's not. Why 6 was too much action? I was like, because 6 wasn't what you call a battle. It was a global terrorism, bioterrorism game. What they're gonna stop and go and sneak and slow it down and go to a mansion. The game started when you started the Leon mission. Shit already done hit the fan. There was a global outbreak, and it just went crazy from there. The story for 6 is crazy. 4 was contained to that village, basically. 5 was, even though they were bigger than the old ones and they weren't inside a residence anymore, 5 was contained to Kijuju, and then it went other places. So they got bigger with each one, and then everybody was like, I want to go back to their original style. And then we got 7 and fuck. So that's how that ended. I know I gave 7 a chance, Azov, because I'm reading here. I gave it a chance. I returned it. That's the only Resident Evil I've ever returned to the store and got in exchange for something else. I mean, I'm like, it didn't feel like RE7, and it wasn't because, it was a few factors, not just because it wasn't just the perspective, it was the lack of characters. I'm like, where does this fit into that? Now we got the molded. At least everything dealt with zombies before, or a parasite, a virus or a parasite, and then we got fungus now. I'm like, and then we got a girl that can actually remote control fungus. What the fuck is this shit? Like, it just didn't feel authentic to the mantle of Resident Evil. Sue me for that, fan. Like, RE7 fans be killing me. And then, yeah, like you said, in the lacks narrative, and I'm like, where is, like, what's going on, Ethan? Like, you think about it. Like I said in my video, sorry, I just can't do that. Think about that. How you're gonna get? Sorry, that's my phone going off. It's next to the microphone. How you gonna? Your wife been declared dead for nearly 3 years, and then you get a message from her, in the most remote location in the backwoods of Louisiana, and you're gonna go by yourself. I'm like, my wife been legally missing and dead for 3 years, and I'm like, I get this message like 911, yes, FBI, something. Yes, this is Ethan Winters, and my wife that's been missing has sent me some strange message, and can you please like check it out, see if she's okay, something like that. Game over. You know, he goes there by himself. He gets out the car. He sees Jack Baker walk by like nothing, and I'm like, really, like, what's going on? Like, is this dude smart? Like, what's going on with him? Yep, there is. I won't. Don't worry, man. I won't use it. I didn't even try to use it, Mark fan. I didn't. So I'm like, okay. This story is just stupid off the bat. Like, it's just poor writing. And then the whole little girl thing, we all know that comes from I hear the same writer who worked on Fear. That's his influence. So we got a creepy little girl there. And I'm like, oh boy, this just doesn't fit in the universe. At least the little boy-like character in RE4 was a grown man who had dwarfism. This is a little girl who just wants mommy and daddy, and I'm like, cliche, stupid movie cliches. That's what it was. I mean, am I picking up Shadow of the Colossus? I might. PS4 got a lot of exclusives coming out, and I gotta still get Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm hearing some people don't like it, but for the most part, good friends of mine who they liked it, so I might give it a chance. It's going down a lot in price because pre-owned games have been dropping in price because the gaming industry just is going to digital. They give you the digital option, so a lot of carrying copies in stores seem to have dropped down the value because a lot of people aren't buying them anymore. They either directly buying initially, so GameStop has nothing to take in for trading value because a lot of people are buying digitally. So a lot of these games are dropping down because they want you to buy them. GameStop wants you to buy them because they're losing business to the digital thing. And I'm reading this. Evelyn was Armor 2.0. Yes. With a mixture of the Grudge and the Ring. Yes. Yes. Let's see. Horizon Zero Dawn is a good one, bro. One of the best games this gen. Yeah, it's dropping down. It's down to $30 pre-owned. Last time I saw it, I can get it for like 31 and some change used. Is it Princess Zelda? You said it's okay to hate RE7. I hate it just as much as you do. I mean, the thing is that I don't like really hate it. It's just that, you know what I hate more than the game? The game is playable. If it wasn't a Resident Evil game, I would have a higher regard to the game if it wasn't a Resident Evil canonical sequel to, like, I would have a higher respect for the game. It could have just been like a Resident Evil side story, or it could have been something else that's not directly Resident Evil game. And I would have appreciated it a lot more, but I'm like, this ain't going to work for me. It's just haven't. Do I have a Wii U? Yeah. I had a Switch, but somebody stole it and I'm gonna get it reimbursed, like, cause somebody stole it from my job. So it's a security guard of all people. Good help is hard to find these days. So they're in the process of terminating this guy. Then I'm gonna get my money reimbursed so I can get my shit back. But I have a Wii U, which is over here. I have the pad right here. Oh god. Yeah. I have an original Wii. I have a couple of things, man. Yeah, like you said, I've only got a few games for the Wii because the original Wii, I started realizing that it was just a shovelware system. You know, there was a cool game like No More Heroes and a few other games and stuff, but after a while, people woke up and started realizing I gotta do this for every game, even Legend of Zelda, or I gotta buy a regular controller so I can just play it standard. I mean, I gotta spend money to buy a regular controller, something that a console should come with, you know. So I don't know, but I had Mario Odyssey. They stole that too because that was in it. I actually liked that game. That's the only Switch game first party I really liked because yeah, I'm gonna have to talk about the Nintendo Switch. Even though I bought one and I'm a fan of one, I'm not a big fan of it because I already see it's only gonna be good for first party games. It really is. Like even the frame rates, then everything is gonna be an issue. You gotta really maybe it's a first gen thing. My thing is I'm a big Bayonetta fan, and now part 3 is going to Bayonetta 3 is coming out for the Switch, and I'm like, it has, please, Hideki Kamiya, please find a way to make Bayonetta move smooth with the frame rate issues. Because if you dock the Switch, it kind of how can you say, has the resolution, the frame rate drops, but it rises again once you drop the resolution. Like, and I'm like, boy. Let me see. Yeah, I think they kind of they always. That's my problem. My problem with Nintendo when it comes to Mario and Zelda, they everything is an instant 10 out of 10, especially with the Nintendo hardcore fans. Everything's a 10 out of 10 when it comes to first party, and I'm like, you that's my face. Like, are you joking? It's fun, but it's the same shit we played last year. You just switch up the art style with Zelda. I mean, people were talking about Breath of the Wild, and I'm like, you get weapons that break all the fucking time, and I'm like, oh my god, are you joking? Is this really what it's come down to? You add a new mechanic to it. What, that's supposed to make it feel real? When you just running through a bunch of grass most of the time, it's supposed to be semi-open world, but it's just nothing but grass all the time. And then you can go into dungeons, and I'm like, meh. That's how I feel about that game. I ain't say it sucks. I'm just like, another Zelda game? Meh. You know, that's how I feel. And yes, man, the frame rate in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is terrible. Yeah, I was looking at it online also. Oh my god, you should have just got an animated one like Disgaea 5. If you didn't play it on the console, you could have played it on another. You You can get it on the Switch. So, Meech, how you doing, Lance? Meech, man, if you into those type of 2D kind of with that over the top slanted view, if you into those type of RPGs, Disgaea is good. Disgaea 5, you know. So we got Lance here. We got Princess Zelda. We got Boy Michi. What's going on, man? We got Mark Fan, Azoth. You don't have a Switch? I mean, I say, Mark, if you like the games, get one. I mean, I don't care too much about how Nintendo's been lately, but I found use for it. I mean, I'm fine with it. Damn, I gotta fix this because this board thing. I gotta probably replace it with a better 2x4. So I built shelves myself, you know. So it's all. I gotta sand and whack. I mean, I got sand and put a coat on all of this. I'm shocked that I actually did it. Like a lot of home improvement shit has been dead in me for a long time. I'm a housekeeper by profession for 2 different hospitals. That's why I call myself the blue collar gamer, because I'm actually a blue collar worker. I'm not gonna lie about what I do or who I am, because that's the thing too. Like, I find even at this point in my life, like, society put this stem on you. Oh, Big Boss, what's going on? How you doing? I answer your question. What do you think of current Capcom? I'm not a fan of how they do it, and it isn't just because of Resident Evil. It's how they've done Street Fighter especially when they released 5, how incomplete it was, and how they did Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite with the characters wise it's broken, all the costumes and microtransactions. And my favorite was Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Why? The game had everything you need. All you had to do was unlock it yourself through playing. That's all you needed. Now, they said supposedly that the gaming production costs have gone up so much. So I think this is what they saying. This is what people say. The gaming industry has gone up so much that they actually have to how can you say, find ways to make money off. I'm like, I don't believe that. I believe that these games are broken, so you're not putting that much money into these games like you said you were, but you're using that excuse to push microtransactions so you can line your pockets even more. Now, if they gave you a straight up game, just pretty much complete, they wouldn't be able to sell you microtransactions. I mean, look at even RE7. RE7 is incomplete. Look how short it was. It was supposed to have been longer. There was a story, like, I follow Avid Expert. Avid Expert actually got a source where there was actually where they actually had emails talking about there will be absolutely no delays tolerated. This was in 2016. The game somewhere in the middle of 2016 was 65% complete. And all of a sudden, about 3 or 4 months into the new year arrived, the game was placed on gold status and to be ready to be released. So, yeah, we got a short game because they wanted to put the game out fast and complete, make their money off of the Resident Evil name, and sell microtransactions and downloadable content. And what does Young call it? Shady underhanded business practices. That's all. That's Capcom. That's EA, Activision with their whole how can we call it, their whole microtransaction algorithm. Get this straight. Call of Duty will, in multiplayer, put me. I can go in right now as a level 1. They will put me against 11 third. I said 11. A level 35 player, so I can get my ass handed to me, and then they will specifically show me the weaponry he used. And after I finish getting my ass whipped, there's a tab that will pop up and tell me you can purchase these perks and stuff just like this guy from our store. So they doing this to sell you. They will put you in a losing situation and entice you. And it's an algorithm inside the multiplayer that they they got patented in court. I kid you not. I did a video about this months ago. Let me see. Yeah, Jean Ford, he wants to make peace with everybody. He's cool, but he can't tell these fake ass fanboys nothing. They gonna do what they want. Let me see. Yo, what's going on, Carlos? Let me read who's here. Big Boss, Carlos, Mendez. New to this, came in just a moment ago. Let me go back up because I know I was talking. I was missing a lot. All right. And Meech, you was like, Nintendo drones believe Nintendo first party games are better than PlayStation. They believe everything is on Nintendo is the most superior. I got a friend who is a year older than I am, so that makes him what, 40 or so, and he will shit on everything that looks realistic. Going from that looks semi-realistic. Going from Resident Evil to Uncharted to all these things, and talk about when I play my video games, I want to get lost in the world of imagination and take me back to good times. I'm like, yeah, that works in small droves and stuff, but I like to be a more balanced person and have multiple consoles and not be like, well, I can't get into that whole thing about. So of course Sony got the better games, hands down. They got the better exclusives than Microsoft. But I tell you what, my Xbox One near my bed over there has the interface of using multi adapters. Using the Microsoft Edge adapter, I can go on to Nvidia.ch, a website where you can watch movies. You can watch movies. You can actually stream it the same way I could pop through my phone and watch the movie streaming live. Like I can watch a bootleg online, and I don't have to hold my phone there. The browser and the Microsoft their browser is better, and I can watch a lot of stuff, and it's easier to deal with the pop-up. You could deal with it almost like very easy. Get rid of it very quick than it would with your mobile phone. Watch it. I was watching Resident Evil Vendetta. I watched it like 3 times on that website, and it looked good. And imagine watching a bootleg and you don't have to watch it on your phone through an app or jailbreak your iPhone. You can actually watch it and feel it. And I'm laying there across my bed just watching it. And then the interface and using YouTube and controlling it. Either I could control my PS4 YouTube and beam it through my PS4 or through my Xbox One. But I like doing it through my Xbox One because it's closer to my bed. And my big screen here is further. I put a mount to the wall where you can actually pull it and direct it now. I've been making changes to these places, so forgive me if you haven't seen me doing videos lately. because I've actually been like working on this stuff. But let me see. Oh yeah, and Zelda, you said it feels more like Skyrim now. They making a lot of the Switch owners are making a big deal over Skyrim coming to the Switch. Like you like Michi, you can see him in the comments. He goes by the spook who sat by the door, Powell. He's sent me a lot of things of people, Switch fanatics, caping very hard for everything to be ported to the Switch. And I gotta look at them like, are you that delusional? You know that thing can't handle it. You know the Switch can't handle something like that. If I want to see the Switch handle Call of Duty multiplayer, just for example, I want to see it run smooth. I mean, hell, the Wii U handled it. Black Ops 2 for the Wii U was actually pretty good. Loved it. It's just that Activision didn't support it because of the whole memory thing and downloadable content and the whole memory issues with the Wii U being you had to buy the 8 gig one, and then it was a lot, and then you had to put expandable memory into it, and they didn't quite refine it the way they got it with the players with the PS4 and the Xbox One, where you can get a Western Digital terabyte drive and you can do all this DLC. But otherwise, bare bones, Black Ops 2 Wii U version was pretty fucking cool. I had that, and I had the 360 version. And I used to play both of them. Take turns playing both of them. It's actually pretty, I kid you not. I'm giving Nintendo's props for putting out a third party that was actually multiplayer that was actually solid. Like a multiplayer first person shooter. So, sorry, this chair is very, very squeaky. I mean, yeah, I wish Nemesis was here, man. Like, wow, this microphone is very sensitive. I just heard my dog licking himself all the way from over here. Ugh, Jesus. All right. And let me read what it says. They would have made the Switch more powerful when external. Yes, I said in my Nintendo video, the Nintendo current gen console should have been a standard home system. And I would have made the Switch the successor to the DS and made them compatible with one another, just like the Vita and the PS4 can play games. I could actually do remote play. I could turn on my PS4 with my Vita, and I can play Metal Gear Solid 5 remotely from my PS4 into this device on screen. And I can look at it. So I could play Metal Gear Solid 5 while I'm on the toilet taking a dump. I kid you not. So, and it ain't like the Wii U where they actually, like, if you go too far, you out of range. I could do this at work. The whole remote play. If I got Wi-Fi and I got my system on standby, like I got it on standby. I can activate it from here and Wi-Fi, play a lot of games. I could play Metal Gear Solid 5. I could play a few different games. And I'm like, that's what I would have wished Nintendo would have did. Made it a powerful home console and made the Switch the true successor to the DS. Why do you have two consoles, two portable consoles competing with one another? I know they from your own, but come on. And you said Switch has exclusive, so So most people wouldn't have complained about a $400 price tag if it was more powerful with a hard drive. Yes. The fact that you have to spend money to get a decent memory card, because it's supposed to be what, 32 gigs, and how many like and the internal hard drive the memory takes up like 7 of those already. So you pretty much screwed. And I want to read right here. Can we vape? Can we vape this? Is a new subscriber. Welcome to the channel. It says it here on my screen too. Thank you for subscribing. I like to ask, who's here? What brought you to my channel? Like, to be honest with you, I'm not doing it to be condescending. I want to know basically what content did I put out that actually got you to join my channel. Like, I want to know that for my research purposes, so I can do what I need to do for this channel and for myself on there. You know, like I said, I am not in this for profit. Even if I was, YouTube wouldn't have it that way, because you have to have 1,000 subscribers and so thousands of minutes of time of your videos viewed for you to actually get commercials on there or have to generate revenue. So I'm like, I got less than I only got like 380 something, and I'm like, whatever. I get more views from non-subscribers than I do from my subscribers. And let me see. Your 30-minute rant on RE7. Was it RE7 is not that good? Was it that video? It could have been. You got a recent favorite game? It's hard for me. I had to pick LA Noire. She had to be a detective. Yeah, it probably was. RE7 is not that good. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to bring up the browser. Let me move this over. Sorry, 1 second. Let me move it over to this screen. All right. And I'm gonna put this one back up. Sorry. Here we go. All right, so I'm going from 2 different screens here. Let me go to YouTube on this one. Let's see, but I think that was it. You said if I had to choose, Big Boss, you pick one, LA Noire, because you get to be a detective. Okay. And Lance says, cause we can all relate to what you're saying. We all old school Resident Evil fans, and we know. And then Princess Zelda said, I'm a smart gamer. Like, thank you. Like, thank you a lot. Thank you very much, everyone. Like, seriously, to be a small channel, that shit means a lot to me. It really means a lot. And I'm like really just trying to just keep it like just honest with me and stuff. Let me go to my channel. Let's see. Sorry, I need a new mouse. I'm gonna eventually go to do a lot. I'm updating a lot of my stuff with Razer products. As you can see, I got these. These are very good quality. I got these for like they was on sale at Target, the Razer brand, but I need a new Razer keyboard and I need a Razer mouse and stuff. You know, I need something really good. And all right, I'm trying to see. I'm going to my list of videos. Let's go here. I'm gonna see if that's it. If that's the right one. I'm gonna look at the time on it. Okay. Yeah, it was about 25 minutes long, and I believe, or it's I got a 27-minute video that was like Resident Evil selling less than RE5 and RE6, and then I followed it up probably a couple of weeks later with RE7 is not that good. Parenthesis extended rant. That could be either. I think it was the one is not that good. I mean, I even had an RE7 fan, Oshin, who just joined the channel. He subscribed the other day. Even as being an RE7 fan, he said there was stuff in the video he did agree with. That's so like, see, that's the thing. I don't expect you to follow all my beliefs, but if I put it out there and speaking for myself and stuff, you can agree to disagree. But we all adults here, basically. We all adults. I don't see how people be getting shaped. Like I'm looking at. Let me read this. Hold on. Let me read this. I'm trying to get to it now. Give me 1 second. Listen to this. I think this was left under Princess Zelda's. This is your comment, Princess Zelda. Just a couple an hour ago, I just completed both scenarios of RE2, and every time I look at RE7, I think of RE7 as a big fat joke of a Resident Evil game and a huge dumpster fire to the franchise. As for RE2 remake, my hype for this game is already dead, and I could care less at this point. It is good to know that there are true RE fans out here who care about the franchise and see RE7 as an absolute joke. Good video. And then this is the response that really got me like laughing. Yeah, O'Shane Osborne joined the channel. Even he thought it, he liked the game, but he could see what was wrong with it. I could respect that. But this is the one right here. This guy here. Fuck off. RE7 is a masterpiece. It's people like you that ruin evolution of video games. Take off your damn nostalgia glasses. This dude cannot spell. And grow the fuck up. And plus, it's just a fucking video game. Jesus, you people need to get, oh my God, you need to go back to school. And I said that in my video. I hate doing what I'm doing right here to this guy by picking him apart. But if you're going to come at me, come on. Or you're going to come at my subscribers, come on. You using N and PPL? Well, how old are you? You got a picture of a grown man in there, but how old are you? I hate doing it. Let me stop. Anyway. Yeah, RE7 fans are the worst. That's the problem. You got a majority of them are immature as fuck, but you got the ones like O'Shane, and I believe that's how you pronounce it. That's Irish, even though it looks like it says Oisin. It's O'Shane. So O'Shane Osborne. I learned that from watching the Facts channel with the Irish people who try out all different foods and shit and watching videos and drink alcohol. One of the guys who used to work on the staff was O'Shane, and they always used to say, if they had a question, like, O'Shane. And then they had it on the screen, and I was like, that's how I knew how to pronounce his name, O'Shane. Like, speaking of names, you wouldn't believe what my last name is. Like, it used to be, before I changed my YouTube name to Kazama Fury. Well, my name does start with a K, but my last name is, I kid you not, Outlaw. Like bad guy, outlaw. Not making that up. That is my actual last name. So y'all know something about me now. Outlaw is my actual last name. No joke. A lot of people think that's really your last name. Yes, it is. It really is. So, let me see, Lance. And Azov is back. Hey, what's going on? And Lux of Speedos here. Hey, how you doing? Many people starting in Resident Evil with 7 from this gen. Yes, this is what I said. It's like history repeating itself like RE4 times. Yes. It seems like RE7 reinvents itself every couple of games. It went with, let me see, it went with the first 5 games, 0. I'm doing it in chronological, not the time they were released or whatever. 0, 1, 2, 3, Code Veronica. Yeah, those 5. And then 4, 5, and 6, Revelations, and 1 and 2 all had that over the shoulder. So every 5 games. Oh my God! If that's the case, we gonna have to wait to what? Fucking Resident Evil 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Resident Evil 12? If it even goes that far for it to reinvent itself. Oh dear. That's just, let me see. They said message held for review. Let me see what's going on. He said, and if you mention the Resident Evil 2 remake on the RE7, they will fucking murder you. Oh yeah, I had a problem with one guy actually saying this. He said, look, I would love RE2 remake to be in RE in first person and stuff like that. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Really? Let me see. It's fine. It's fine. Don't apologize, big boss. It's cool, man. Oh man. Yeah, but this guy actually told me that, and he was like that he wouldn't mind RE2 remake to be in first person. I'm like, bruh, come on. And then he started getting on this thing. He was like, oh, look how you write. I don't like the way you talk, and started insulting, trying to insult my grammar, the way my verbiage, shit like that. And I'm like, okay. I like, you know what? We through here. This, that, and the other. He like, well, yeah, I hate niggers get lynched. Blocked and deleted. I got no time for no shit like that. You losing the argument, so behind your computer, you're going to call me a nigger. Okay. I see how you get down. I see how you do. Too bad life ain't like Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, where you get money from the movie and you just find a list of all the people that talk shit about your movie and just traveled around the United States and beat everybody up. You can't do that. You can't. Let me see. Def TV was. Greetings, Kazama. We are still intrigued in your shirt. We will endeavor to release the review as soon as possible. GMR. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry about using that word, but that's what they actually call me. You know? Yep, and that's what they do. People who can't deconstruct your arguments always start with insults. And they just started ramping more and stuff. I'm trying to say Def TV. Yes, if you don't know, this GMR used to be a shortly lived magazine back in the early 2000s. And I remember they had, it was like in 2005, I believe, 2004, 2005, when Resident Evil came out, Resident Evil 4 came out. They had one with him on the cover of it and stuff. So GMR was a shortly lived magazine, pretty good one too. We used to sell these as EB Game and when you signed up for our card to get pre-owned, to join our pre-owned club and get 10% off your pre-owned games just before GameStop bought them. We used to sell the subscription to the GMR magazine along with it if you wanted to, like to get it mailed to your house. So this is from when I was the store manager at EB Games. That's where that comes from. You know? if you say RE7 is a decent game, they will still insult you. Yeah, it has to be the best game, Resident Evil game ever. Like I was in a game store recently, and I was talking about it and about something, and the young girl that worked there, she said, "Oh yeah, I went back and played the old ones, and it got those crazy camera angles. I couldn't get used to it." And I'm like, generation gap. That's the only thing I can say to myself. I didn't even try to say nothing smart to her. I just like, there's a generation gap. These people, the games got easier, a little bit dumber as time went on, and this is what they like. Yeah, like before respect, yes, big boss. I do not want to see it in first person. I'm kind of apprehensive about over the shoulder, because if the rumors are true, they said they tried first person and they tried static camera angles and it didn't work. How the fuck did it not work? How did it not work? It worked for this one. And technically, it worked for this one too, because we saw the N64 version and they scrapped it. And look, you could pretty much put these in the same vein, that they are both remakes. Technically, Zero is a remake because the N64 version was about 60-70% complete. And they held it back and rebuilt it on the GameCube. And then they remastered both. They remastered both remakes. And look what they come out to. They very popular. Sold over 1 million something in digital and stuff. People, I can go on Twitch right now and there's somebody playing the remake right now. Let me see his messages. Show. Yep. It's the truth. And then we got people who actually did a little bit of homework, and they come at me like, "Oh well, what are you complaining about? The original Resident, why you hate 7 so fucking much? The original Resident Evil was gonna be in first person, but due to graphical limitations." Yes, I know. I saw the history of Resident Evil. Just because they tried it and they didn't have enough power, and they went with the third person one, and that became a hit. Don't think now you can try it now and then it would be fine with me, because it established itself as a third person survival horror game. Then it became over the shoulder. Then that kind of went off the rails and went on to the action. But the original static, and people would sound like it's so old, like it was so overused. When did the original Resident Evil come out? 1996 or 95? Somebody tell me real quick, or let me Google it. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, Resident Evil PlayStation. Let's see. Was it 95, 96? I forgot exactly. Well, anyway, we had how many games that had the static camera angles from Resident Evil? We had Zero, Resident Evil, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil Nemesis, Code Veronica, and they all came out within a span of 5 years. We had 5 years of static camera angles, maybe 5-6 years of static camera angles. And then think about it, 4 came out in 2004, I believe. says it on the back cover here. 2005. Resident Evil 4 came out in 2005. It's been 13 years of Over the Shoulder. 13 years of Over the Shoulder versus 5 years of static camera angles. And you telling me that's off kilter. That's really off kilter. Like, it wasn't even used that much. And people were tired of it. No. And bringing it back now ain't gonna hurt because it was used less than Over the Shoulder. A lot of people don't want to admit that. They really don't. Let me see. I mean, I used to like Call of Duty a lot until they just got repetitive to me. You know, that's why I didn't buy World War II. I bought Infinite, but I never opened it. I'm going to open it recently and play the campaign mode. That's why I really like them, for the campaign mode. All right. So let me read these. Yeah, they had about maybe from 96 to 2004 to 5 years of fixed with static camera angles, and then they had 13 years of Over the Shoulder. So I'm like, 13 to 12 years of Over the Shoulder games, and I'm like, which one they use more? So why you could play there? Let me see what else I have back here. I forgot. I got the Nemesis around here somewhere. The RE Nemesis, the copy of it. The only one I'm missing for my GameCube is the RE2. I got Nemesis. I just can't find it right now. Like the where I put it at. In 1 second. It's somewhere around here. But I have it. Yep. It's somewhere around here. I find it. They put these back. I had a pretty decent. I had a small but a fun GameCube collection. But I have a couple of old things here. I don't know if I can. Like for here, I'll show you. Let's see if I can move the camera a little bit. Hold on. See, I have Dreamcast, Wii, Sega Saturn Japanese one, which is the gray one you see here. Top loader NES in the corner over here, alongside the original NES. My Dreamcast, a GX TV, my water bottle. Yes, GX TV was the TVs with the speaker on it. This is a regular RF TV. So when I'm streaming, sometimes I stream it through the TV, then I stream it back into Super Mario Brothers 3. Yep. I stream it back into the computer, but I play from here sometimes because it has RF, and then I use the AV from this TV to feed it back into the computer when I'm doing the streaming. And then over here, I have a Sega Master System down there. That red and black system is my first console I ever owned. Next to it is a portable Genesis in the middle, the Nomad. Then a Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis on the top shelf. 2 other Dreamcasts, with one is the Japanese one, and another one is a sports edition. A Panasonic 3DO, which is a piece of shit. But somebody gave it to me. Never used it yet. I got 2 games for it. I got Madden, I think, and Road Rash or some shit. I'm gonna try to sell it. And then over here, sorry, my place is a mess. I have my PS3. Next to it is a GameCube. On the side, I have my Xbox 360, and I have the original Xbox, my Wii U, and then I have my big screen TV over here. It's kind of dark in here right now because I got the lights out. It's nighttime. My big screen TV on the wall, my microphone, my other screens here, which you see. I told you I built these desks. I gotta sand it. I gotta get a sander and I gotta polish it. But yeah, I have a Mega Man game. Yeah, I do. Give me 1 second. I'll show you the Mega Man game. Adventure time. Go tell your friends we can get off to do the play. Jake the dog and Finn the human. No Adventure Time. I was just talking about that the other day. They ending the series on this year, final season. So, yep, I got more building I want to do. I got to fix some of the stuff. I'm not a carpenter. All right, so let me see. Mega Man. Bam. What I do have left is these. I lost a lot of my collection, damaged, stolen, but I have X4, 5, and 6, which you can still play on your PS3 because I got the first model PS3, which is backwards compatible with PS2 and 1. Never gave that up. You said Capcom screwed me over when I bought a GameCube just to play all the remake of Resident games and stuff. So I got X4, X5, X6. But let me show you what else I have. I got a lot of stuff up here too. As you can see, I got Dreamcast, not just Blu-ray collection. Oh man, I got a lot of Genesis games too. That's still on my Genesis. Okay. I have Street Fighter Special Championship Edition for the Genesis. I have the first X-Men. And the music used to play all the time for that. I have We Are VR Troopers. Virtual Reality Troopers 3. Streets of Rage 2. That was my shit there. I love the first one. The first Sonic the Hedgehog, of course. Comic Zone. Yes, this was dope. Comic Zone was dope. My Shinobi 3. This was, oh man. This right here was, yeah, Shinobi was dope. Now, I'm not talking about the arcade 1987 Shinobi. If you watch my Twitch when I play that game is the bane of my fucking existence. Shinobi really destroyed me. It's a game I cannot beat. Rolling Thunder 3. Yes, I remember these side-scrolling shooters. Rolling Thunder in the arcade was the shit. Revenge of Shinobi, which is the first Genesis Shinobi, the follow-up, the one I just was telling you about. I beat Revenge of Shinobi. I beat Shadow Dancer. Last Battle. Even though it got this effeminate kick on the cover, this actually, don't let that artwork fool you. This actually is the censored version of Fist of the North Star for the Genesis. They took all the blood out of it. They changed all the characters' names. But in Japan, this is known as Hokuto no Ken, Fist of the North Star. Kenshiro. You could tell when I first played this game, I knew it was Fist of the North Star because he rips out of the shirt and start punching people until they explode. They took all the head explosions. They took the blood out. Now when you punch them, they just fly off the screen magically. bullshit. Sports Talk Football with Joe Montana. Now I don't have Lethal Enforcers, man. I wish I had that. X-Men 2, which is hard. Like Mutant Apocalypse, Super Nintendo X-Men hard. Gargoyles. Dun, 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 dun. Wait, no, Goliath. Like, our clan has no name, but the humans call me Goliath. Keith David. If you ever watch, have you any of you watched Future Man on Hulu? That series is fucking good. I love Future Man with Josh Hutcherson. Either way, Keith David is the black scientist they trying to stop from making the cure for herpes, which destroys the world somehow in the future. It's weird. It's funny though. Yeah, man. I had these right here, and that was the last one I had was Midnight Resistance, which is like a Contra clone. Now, I have a shitload of Sega Master System games, but they don't have they covers don't got any artwork, so I'm not gonna show those shits. But look what I found. It's very rare. I don't have a case for it. But it's very rare. Yes, the Sega Saturn version. This was no auto aim. No auto aim. Try playing it now with no auto aim. Try playing it and the hunter will cut your fucking head off if you try to fight one. If you don't run from them. If you're trying to shoot from one, done. So I got that. This is one of my jewels for it. And let's see something. Look at the condition it's in. You can see my reflection from the screen with really no flaws to it. See, I'm moving my head. You see that? Yes, playing it is difficult. When you play higher difficulties, I watch our Resident Evil Talk play it. He plays it so much. He's really good at it. Oh, man. But you can't have a PlayStation 1 without this. This is what started it for me. I remember buying this from Toys R Us. Oh, get it. When I was like a yes. And Cormeru, he's like, what's her Kodak? It's on the back of the cover. Right there. Hideo Kojima was a genius. He still is. I mean, look at Death Stranding. We don't know what's going to happen in the game, but we are intrigued. And the game is almost done before the remake of Resident Evil 2 even shows a picture. We know that Death Stranding will be done probably by the end of this year, if not the beginning of 2019. 3 years. The Decima engine. That shit is what they made Horizon Zero Dawn on as well. They even got Easter eggs to Death Stranding in there that you can find. Guerrilla Games made the Decima engine. And the shit helps game production go fast. Yep. Metal Gear Online. No, I haven't played that. And of course, I have the Tekken games. I got Tekken 1, 2, and 3 for the PlayStation. But look at these over here in the corner. Let me direct you back. These are the fighting sticks to Tatsunoko versus Capcom for the Wii. The fighting sticks. They are very high quality ones. But since the Wii, it didn't sell that good on the Wii, I got those for dirt cheap. Like I paid practically dollars for those. They work very well. I mean, Tatsunoko versus Capcom was pretty decent of a crossover fighter. And if you don't know who the Tatsunoko characters are, they are like Techno Man, Ipatsuman, uh damn, what's the guy name? I like him again. Damn. There's a lot of Japanese anime from back in the 80s and 90s, but I know Tekka Man is definitely the main one. Yep. They can speed up the process if they want with it. I wish a lot more people would adapt the Decima engine to it, but let me see what else I have. Whoa, almost fell out the chair. Almost fell out the chair. I forgot this chair got no strong back to it. But yeah, God of War 3 when this came out for PS3. Oh man. I used to play Grand Theft Auto 5 on my PS3 with my cousin all the time. I got the first 3 Uncharted. Did you know that the PS3 Uncharted 3 was 3D? Like I could play Tatsunoko. No, he's not in that one. Speed Racer's not in it. Did you know that yeah, I was saying that the Uncharted 3 is in 3D. I could play it. I have a 3D plasma TV. I could play Uncharted 3 in 3D. I kid you not. It looked beautiful. We said Monster Hunter sold pretty well, so they don't need to promote it, so they can announce something on Resident Evil 2. Yeah, I keep hearing this. Oh well, Monster Hunter came out. Oh well, Not a Hero and downloadable content came out. They people just keep making excuses for Capcom. Capcom ain't saying shit. You notice that, right? That people are just like their fanboys are making excuses for them. Like these guys actually believe that those dudes do nothing wrong. Oh yeah, look at this. Everybody remember this? The ending in it was pretty fucked up, but yep. Anybody remember this? Meech. Do you remember this game, man? Anyone? I'll get another Nintendo 64 though. That's the only one of the ones I don't have. Because I need to play this. Drakengard. Square Enix. Another series, if it would have done better, probably would have had more games to this. Square done made a lot of games. They made a lot of one hit, or they made another one, like, they made a lot of one off games. A lot of them. But look at this one. Speaking of Hideo Kojima, this was one of my favorite Hideo Kojima games. And it came with a demo to Metal Gear Solid 2. So when I bought this, I was like, okay, it's about to make a Metal Gear, and they got a demo to it. That's why I bought it. You could tell it got the old EV sticker on it, so you could tell when I bought it. Drakengard, yeah, it's like you made it to save your life. You made a bond with a dragon, and you lost your ability to speak, but you gained other abilities, and it's been a long time, if I'm correct. Yep. But that's Zone of the Enders. This one you controlled it. It had part 2. I'm trying to find part 2. That's the one I don't have. Yep, I got a couple of things, but I got a lot of NES and N64 games back there. Well, not a lot. I need more variety, but yeah, it was a time. It's not like I'm stuck and I'm sitting here and I'm playing all this stuff and I'm stuck in the past. Yeah, I some things were hard. The Zona Enders collection was hard for me to come by, but just because I got all this stuff doesn't mean this is where my game is at. Like we go where the gaming experiences take us, and you know, we all play new things. We all just don't sit here and we play the same Resident Evil all over again. Like just as we do, but some people got challenges doing, but we also play other things as well. We just don't play the classic Resident Evils. Now, if you say you were making a remake to something, I don't want to hear shit about Onimusha. I want to hear shit about I want to hear shit about it being reimagined, not a remake. It's a reimagining. Everything's being redesigned. I'm like, that's not what you told us. There you go, man. Got all three of the original ones. I didn't get 4 though, because it didn't have Samanosuke or Jubei. I was like, who's this new? I was like, who's this Gaijin? Like, yep. But Onimusha, I liked it. Yeah, I definitely liked it. We got Legacy of Kain. Oh, what's the other one I got? Hold on. Time Crisis 2 and 3. Because I like the gun games. I play those sometimes live. I know I had more games than this before. Oh, here they go. Up here. They're up here. I got Devil May Cry 1, 2, and 3. Dead to Rights. Oh, man, I'm a fool eventually. This was actually cool, though. And a lot of the stuff don't make the conversion to 3D good, but this Castlevania Lament of Innocence, even the soundtrack is rocking though, like meaning like it's some goth techno, and it really adds to the atmosphere of the game. But yeah, got Lament of Innocence, but this one here is a rare one. They finally making a sequel after all these years, but Beyond Good and Evil. This Jade, I don't know if she's gonna be in it, but the pig character was in it. They had Jamaican rhinos in this game. Like everything, you on an alien planet, and everything's like an anamorphic animal. And the rhinos that were the mechanics were Jamaican. Shit was funny. But yeah, that's Castlevania was dope. Right, Dead to Rights. Yeah, I have Dead to Rights. Because when you got framed, you had to fight your way out of jail. There you go. A lot of stuff is in good condition. Because, I spend my money on this shit and I want to take care of it. But some people, like, I let my friend borrow my Halo 2, and it's all over the place. It's all scratched up. And I'm like, I should fuck you up, man. That's why I said that to him. Like, I let you borrow the game. you ruined it. You didn't keep it in the case. You didn't do that. You ain't getting nothing else. Buy your own. You do not borrow from me. So, well, hello there, Ben Laser. You know, it was just a stream talk. We talking about Resident Evil, just gaming, going through my old collection and shit. That's all. Classic games, Resident Evil. You know, I'm reading the comments, trying to keep everybody, keep it as interactive as possible. Don't worry, that's water. That's not vodka. See, it's a filter. It's a filter bottle, my brother. No alcohol needed. And I just was showing him, like, yeah, but that copy, I gotta get an American Sega Saturn. My American Sega Saturn is broken. It was broken, so I had to chuck it. Now I'm gonna go over to Video Games New York and buy an American Sega Saturn. It's gonna probably cost me like $150, $150. Shit. Retro gaming is back, so I can play. I got a lot of American Saturn games down here somewhere. And one of my games I got is Shining Force 3, Scenario 1. Used to play that all the time, but I got for the Japanese Sega Saturn. Oh yeah, let me show you that before I forget. And for my Japanese Dreamcast. 1 second. Let's see. Hold on. Look what I have for my Look what I have for the Japanese Dreamcast. Biohazard 2 Value Plus. I had Power Stone. I had it, man. I don't know what happened to it. I was so heartbroken when I couldn't find it. Look at that. And look at this one. It's called Resident Evil 2 Value Plus. You got your Japanese RE2. You got scenarios A and B that came on there. On the disc, look, the artwork on the inside. It had Leon name written on the blue disc and Claire name written on the red disc. And then let me see if I can show you the booklet. The booklet, it's in full color. I know it's Japanese, but it's in full color pages. They show you, even tell you how to aim upwards, down with certain character, the mechanics of the game. And look, it came with another booklet too. Like a little mini one. Like a little advertisement about it. Last Escape is telling you about their different games. The soundtrack. I have the soundtracks actually. But this is what really sold it. Right here. Trial Edition. This what really sold it. It's called Value Plus. You was wondering if there's a CD here and one on here. What's on the other end? Boom. A demo to Code Veronica. Was like, yo. This is why I bought Code Veronica. Why I bought this, because I was like, yo, they got a demo to Code Veronica. I've been seeing nothing but a new Resident Evil. This is the true Code Veronica is the true sequel to Resident Evil 2. 3 is a good game. I'm not saying it's not a good game, but 3 originally, it's called Biohazard Last Escape. People, I've been telling people that, but in America, Sony was like, look, you can make Resident Evil games for other ones, but the deal with us is that we want to have all the number sequels. So we're gonna call Last Escape Biohazard 3. When it was just called Biohazard Last Escape. You know? So they put the 3 on it. and turned it to Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. But originally, it was just Biohazard Last Escape when it first came out. And let's see, Nemesis. Yeah, it was a side story. It was part of the official canon, but it was a side story. So it still goes in the right order because it takes place around the time of Resident Evil 2. It was a side story to that. Like, wow, Leon and Claire were going through this situation, but Jill was fighting on this too. And then Code Veronica is the true Resident Evil 3. And yeah, that's how that went. But that came with that. This is Japanese Dreamcast right here. And look what else I have for Japanese Dreamcast. That I got the American Resident Evil 2 also for Dreamcast. I stream game on Facebook sometimes. So you can find me on there. You can find my Kazama Fury fan page on YouTube. I mean on Facebook, and I stream on there using the OBS Broadware. Now I've got the Razer gaming stuff. Now I can put my I could stream my GameCube through there now, and my PS3 and stuff using my Razer Ripsaw card. So that's basically how that goes. Oh yeah, I do have the American version. Yeah, told you I got the American version for Dreamcast. So I got Resident Evil a little bit around. The only ones I really don't mess with is the Operation Raccoon City or those shooting ones. No, I just gotta get Revelations. I might when I get my Switch back, I might just buy those two for that, so I can at least have something on it to play, you know. But yeah, here it is, the original ones. Remember the PlayStation 1 version had 4 discs, I think. Excuse me, I'm about to call this one quits after a while so I can get me some sleep. Sorry about that. My headset. Oh, man. Can you still hear me? Hello, you can still hear me, right? All right. But I don't know what's going on with this now. Let me see. I missed a lot of... Let me see. Go back down to my comments. All right. I don't know, man. But they've even rumored anything about the RE2. They rumored as well that they might be giving a Elsa Walker costume. Like I'm like, if y'all really gonna reimagine it, won't you make her playable? Won't you make her a support character? You know, because in the original Resident Evil 2 1.5, Robert Kendo, the gun shop owner, actually was going to be like a non-playable buddy character for Leon. You know, they made a lot of stuff. Now, if they making radical changes to the remake and they start incorporating maybe some unused story, some canceled storylines from 1.5, okay. That will intrigue me, but do not drastically change the tone of the game. And I was saying before, over the shoulder changes the tone of the game. Like it really does, because I was trying to tell people in the comment section that I'm not against over the shoulder games, but those had their time and place in the universe of Resident Evil. This is a remake of a classic. Y'all called it a remake when you announced we do it. Don't go back on your words now. I don't want to reimagine. All right? I want to remake. That's what you said you were doing. I mean, you already did one with the GameCube. For the first one, this is the reason why people that remake is the only reason that right there got people asking for the second one. Like, damn, you made the first Resident Evil look that good. Imagine how part 2 would be. We've been asking for over a decade for that. We weren't asking for a reimagination. We was asking for that same treatment. You know? Yeah, I heard that too. Avid Expert, Laxus. This is I saw that on Avid Expert's thing about the rumor about Mr. X following Leon while female liquor will follow Claire. The thing with over the shoulder is that it definitely would be nerfed from R6. R2 requires the camera to showcase the characters as rookies. Fixed camera helps with that a lot. Yeah, exactly. This is exactly what I'm talking about. It's not like we, as fans, don't like the over-the-shoulder Resident Evil games for the most part. A lot of us like them. Maybe not as much as their classics, but we liked them. But they had their time. This is a game that we all loved for being what it was, the best of its time when it came to that generation of Resident Evil. I believe a lot of people might not consider, they might consider Nemesis or the first one the best of the time. I mean, now if they said remake, the first remake could give it a run, maybe give it a run for money, but 2 was the best of the original style. Like critically acclaimed, sales wise, it was. But who are we? We just a bunch of people who don't know what the fuck we talking about. We old and we got nostalgia glasses and all the other malarkey they like saying. Ah, boy. So that's basically how I feel about it. And I'm about to grab some sleep right now. I just came home from work like 2 hours ago, and I really need to get 3 hours ago, and I really need to get some rest because I got a day ahead of me tomorrow. Even though I'm off from my morning job, this is why I'm here to talk to you guys. So I'm gonna call in the night and thank you everybody who came out and watched the videos. But I'm gonna grab you some sleep right now. Thank you so much. And if there's if this should upload into my channel again, and if not, I tried. But thank you very much, Olia. And I'm going to say what I always say on my videos. Keep watching what you want. Keep gaming the way you want. Keep being you, because I'm a fury. You can hear the tiredness in my voice now. It's a mellow wow. But have a good night. Peace out. Or good morning, wherever it is, the times or when you visit or you watching your time zones, all that good stuff. And hopefully I can get back to gaming streams. We'll see. Peace out.